In the newest version of Google Classroom, version 2.2021.06208, we've identified a new bug that when a student on their iPad wants to edit a PDF by clicking on the pencil icon, they get this black screen here. Not very helpful if you're trying to do the work. So we have to come up with a quick workaround while we wait for Google to fix this bug. So we need to come up with a workaround that's going to work easily for students so they don't have to learn a whole new process and new apps. There's a couple of apps we could use to do this, but one option is to create a screenshot of the PDF for the students and let them use the Markup tool in Photos on their iPad. So as you can see right now, I'm on my Mac. I'm going to go to the assignment that I had for the students. We'll use this PDF. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick screenshot for the students. I use Command-Shift-4. I drag my cursor across the PDF that I want my students to mark up. And now I have an image that I'm going to put into my Google assignment instructions. Here I'm going to add a file. And then I'm just going to upload my screenshot. It doesn't look any different to the students, but it'll make it easier for them to edit it. So here you can see that's a PNG type file. And we'll click Save. Now let's jump over to the student side to see what that looks like. Now on the student side of things, I'm going to go into my Google Classroom. Same assignment that was there before. So now you can see that I've got my screenshot available here as the student. So instead of using the PDF and having that issue, I'm going to click on the screenshot that's available here. I'm going to hit the send arrow, and I'm just going to save that image. Great, now I'm ready to edit that image. So let's go over to my camera roll. Here you can see my clean copy, the one that I was just working on. When I click on the edit button in the far upper right, and then I click on the three dots in the far upper right, you'll see the Markup tool. You'll need to teach your students to use the Markup tool. Then from there, they've got a couple of different tools available to them. Pens and highlighters and crayons and erasers. They can even use a ruler to draw straight lines. Different colors. They can add text if that's what you're asking them to do. They can use the magnifier to zoom in on different parts if it makes it easier for them to see. They can add shapes, albeit some basic shapes. And when they're done, they can click the Done button in the far upper right, and done again. Now, let's attach what I've edited on this image or marked up in Google Classroom. I go back to my assignment. I'm going to add my attachment, pick my photo. Once it uploads, I turn it in. And now the teacher can see that image with its edited text right in Google Classroom and give feedback. So that's a simple workaround. It's important to note that students could take the screenshot right on their own device as well, save that screenshot to their camera roll, and go through the same process. So it's really up to you to determine what you want to teach your students about how they're going to mark up images. That's a short way to do a quick workaround with this PDF images issue that we're seeing in Google Classroom.